Now at 9, the Senior Center is giving another chance for old adults to reconnect. Find out why this is beneficial to families.
Plus, Family Weekend occurred this weekend on campus. Find out how this helps mental health.
And finally, the Ice Cream Man is coming to town. See how this keeps the community cool.
We're tracking continuing summer-like temperatures. NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Cameron No.
And I'm Noah Lida.
They helped us, and now it's our part to help them. Today at the Delaware County Fairgrounds, a stand down was held to support veterans in need, offering everything from necessities to healthcare and housing resources. NewsLink's Demar Robinson has the story.
At the Delaware County Fairgrounds today, veterans walked through rows of more than 20 tables, each offering different kinds of help, from basics like toothpaste, clothing, and toiletries, to medical checkups and mental health services. The goal was to make sure no veteran feels left behind. For veterans like Buddy Jones, it's more than just the free items. It's about knowing the community is here to support them.
Never been to one before this, so I didn't really know what to expect. And with all the things I've seen throughout here, I see there's a lot of assistance offered or available for veterans.
Stand-downs like this aren't rare. Dozens of them happen across Indiana. The real goal isn't showing up for these veterans today. It's about making sure that they're keeping the support they need for tomorrow and not treating it as a hand out, but as a hand up. Catherine Kesterson, a member of the Daughters of American Revolution, says she comes to events like this with an open mind, ready to step in and serve veterans whenever they're in need.
We're here to help in whatever capacity that we can. We actually don't know what we're going to do until we get here. And today we helped with passing out boots with the Delaware County Veterans Association, and we handed out jackets, and like I said, we come ready to serve.
The VA says stand-downs are more than just a one-day event. They're a bridge to ongoing care. And for all the vets who came out today, the connections they made could carry far beyond the fairgrounds. In Delaware County, Demar Robinson, NewsLink, Indiana.
And Delaware County's event is just one of many happening across the state. For more information, just go to va.gov.
The Muncie Delaware County Senior Center is giving older adults a place to connect. NewsLink Indiana's Allison Brannicky took a stop to learn more.
Muncie Delaware Senior Center serves as a community for many local elders. Games of bridge at the center are just one way seniors are building relationships here. The center also hosts a circle of support, a space to share experiences and encouragement. Ashley Snyder is with the Muncie Police Department as the social worker who started this program.
Working in the community with elder adults and all of them having the same conversation with me about feeling depressed, not having anyone to connect with, not having anywhere to go. It would be nice to have individuals that are going through these different stages of life come together to be able to walk through them together and come up with coping skills and just be able to form those bonds.
This program isn't just shaping local seniors, it's shaping Snyder as well.
This has sort of become a self-care for me as well. I really love these women. Right now we only have women in the group, which I think has been great because it's just a group of women. I've learned a lot from these women. We're going to also have a coping skills class and they're going to teach me how to crochet.
After losing staff to federal funding cuts in late June, the center says it now needs volunteers. It is looking for young adults willing to teach classes on how to use smartphones and an experienced individual to manage their secondhand store, which has been closed. Staff are dedicated to keeping doors open and welcoming new members. In Muncie, Allison Brannicky, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more information about volunteering, follow the Muncie Delaware County Senior Center on Facebook. And it's just been so nice out today, you know. I love volunteering and the thought of it. I would love to go out, especially with this weather we're having with the sun on my face. It's just a perfect time in my mind to volunteer.
Yeah, I love volunteering. I think it's great. We had a false fall though, and I'm missing it. So hopefully it comes back, but let's hear from Evan for our first look at weather.
Unfortunately, that false fall was a little bit of a taste of some Cooler weather, unfortunately, here in Muncie right now. It is 64 degrees, so again, a little bit cooler than it was here today, and even down in the Indianapolis area, quite a bit warmer, 75 degrees down there. And then as you go farther south in Indiana, 77 degrees all the way down there in Evansville. When I'm tracking in my full forecast tonight, the dry heat is going to persist throughout Indiana. We're going to have some toasty afternoons and maybe even some weekend rain chances. Noah and Cameron, back over to you.
It's that time of year again, reuniting students, family, and friends for the annual Family Weekend at Ball State University. NewsLink Indiana's Peyton Mucker checked it out on Saturday.
Starting on Friday, September 12th, Family Weekend began with various performances and ceremonies hosted by the Office of Student Life. Despite the stormy weather that was present on the following day, the happiness shined through. The celebration continued into Saturday, kicking off the first home football game of the season, and brought in more traditions for many to enjoy.
Family Weekend at Ball State is an opportunity for our families, support networks, found family, chosen family, whatever it may be for the student, to come and experience what campus life is like for their student now that they've been here for a little bit.
This is about more than just celebration. It's about connection. For many students, college can be stressful and overwhelming, sometimes leaving students isolated. A study by the Healthy Minds Network stated that 44% of students reported depression, 37% said they experienced anxiety, and 15% said they considered suicide after beginning college. The time spent back together with families is essential.
You can't make it without support. You need either a friend or a family member that's just there to listen, there to show up for you and really encourage you when you're down. We all know college can be really difficult sometimes. So being able to have that support, someone that's just there that's like, hey, it's gonna be okay, really I think makes a great difference.
Family Weekend reminds students that they are not alone. Even through the struggles of college, support from family and friends can make all the difference. In Muncie, Peyton Mucker, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you or someone you know is needing emotional support, you can call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Hotline.
Coming up, the Washington Street Festival came and went over the weekend. Find out the history behind this event.
And serving the community one scoop at a time. Find out how one Muncie man keeps the city cool after the break.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Want to learn more about Muncie history? The Old Washington Street Festival recently hosted an event for the community. NewsLink Indiana's Essence Eaton went to the festival and discovered the history for herself.
The Old Washington Street is the home of many historical sites. The festival brings the community together where they offer food, vendors, and a map to take a tour of the many historical homes.
Yeah, so we have arts and crafts vendors, so everything that they make has to be handmade. And then we also have some nonprofits that come to give information about what they do in the community. And we also have a lot of food vendors as well.
The street festival gave vendors the opportunity to connect with the community. Vendor Melissa Cross says the event proceedings help make future crafts for people with disabilities.
And we make these items, the clients, anything we sell, the clients get 60% of the profit, 40% goes back into the program to make other crafts and things.
Many of the vendors made handmade items to be able to contribute to the festival. Melissa says she hopes to participate next year. In Muncie, Essence Eaton, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you wanted to share your business or to learn more, visit the Old Washington Street Festival on Facebook.
Despite summer slowly coming to an end, ice cream season seems to be here to stay. NewsLink Indiana's Wyatt Mayer caught up with Muncie's ice cream man to see how he's keeping the community cool.
As the weather heats up, many people across Muncie are trying their best to cool down. However, there is one local man that is helping keep people cool with his very own ice cream truck.
You scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream, and when those nostalgic tunes begin to play throughout Muncie, Rick Mogadam is ready to deliver smiles to those passing by.
Never gets old when you see somebody, that's having a mundane day come out and they smile because they see the ice cream truck. They hear the ice cream truck. It brings happiness to any situation.
Not only is Mogadam out serving ice cream to locals, he is also providing to those who can't quite afford ice cream.
Tip jar, I don't keep any of that money. What that money is for is for kids that can't afford to buy ice cream. We'll just pay for it out of the tip jar.
Being able to see the community engage in his mission on providing smiles and ice cream to everyone means the world to Mogadam.
I really appreciate the community and support. When somebody throws a couple dollars in that tip jar, you may not know what kind of positive energy or positive impact you're going to have on somebody else's life out there. So.
Mogadam is also working on a food and drink bus to keep providing smiles out to the community all year around.
Are you interested in tracking his whereabouts? Check out 765 Ice Cream on TikTok. In Muncie, Wyatt Mayer, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you are interested in finding more about Mogadam's Schoolies Bites and Brews food bus, you can check out his TikTok page at 765 Ice Cream.
How long will this dry spell last? Find out in my full forecast after the break.
After his wife passed, my neighbor Larry started drinking a lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. It is an absolutely beautiful night out there tonight. Looking at our Cooper Skycam, again, it's beautiful clear night outside, looking out over Ball State campus. Again, just beautiful, beautiful out there. It was a little bit warm today, but it has since cooled off. Looking at our current temperatures right now, again, 64 here in Muncie. Quite a bit warmer down in the Indianapolis area though, 75 degrees down there. While as we move farther down south into Indiana, 77 degrees down there in Evansville, and even 83 over there in the St. Louis, Missouri area. However, that lake effect is keeping the Chicago South Bend area absolutely pristine. 73 degrees right now in Chicago and 65 in South Bend. While it is still around 64 here in Muncie, we're going to slowly start to see these temperatures start to drop off quickly as we reach around 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock, 64 degrees. So if you're planning on going out anytime later in the evening or earlier in the morning, make sure to take a light jacket of some kind. Our lows tonight will be 57 degrees with a cool, calm wind of 5 miles per hour with those clear conditions. And those beautiful conditions will actually last into the morning. 58 degrees as you start your walk to school or work tomorrow with those sunny conditions and that calm 5 mile per hour wind. It'll start to heat up a little bit as we move into the afternoon, 80 degrees at noon with that cloud cover kind of coming back into our area with our high being 87 tomorrow with those, again, that mostly sunny conditions coming into our area. The big story though is those continuing warm and hot conditions. Actually, over the entire United States, we're experiencing some above average temperatures, especially in our small region of the Midwest over here, definitely more likely to experience some of those above average temperatures. And with that hot weather, unfortunately, does come a little bit of dryness, especially here in our viewing area. Muncie and Anderson definitely experiencing that more moderately dry, while up north in Indiana, we are seeing a lot more of that more moderate drought up there. But that won't actually last for long. As we're seeing in our precision cast, actually some cloud cover moving in Thursday afternoon at 6 o'clock. Actually move more into our viewing area Friday at 6 o'clock, so the next day, and actually seeing some of that first signs of rain moving into western Indiana. That will move more into our viewing area here Saturday at noon and persist throughout the day even into Saturday evening with that main part kind of hitting around 9 o'clock. Kind of recap though with that 7-day forecast. Again, Wednesday beautiful, but a little bit warm, 87 degrees with those sunny conditions. Thursday and Friday though, unfortunately those summer-like temperatures returning with those hot temperatures of 89 and 90 during the day for our high. Though Saturday and Sunday it will start to cool off quite a bit, back down to 85 and 86 with those rain chances appearing back on Saturday and Sunday. Cooling down on Monday and Tuesday though, back into those low 80s. I'm hopeful with these low 80s temperatures at the end of next week that we can maybe get back into that fall-like weather. I know we've been talking about that a lot, so I'm super excited to kind of get back into my sweater weather, even my flannels as well.
Yes, I'm excited as well. It's so, like, the morning and the night temperatures, those are my favorite, and then it gets to the middle of the day and it's like scorching. It always shocks you.
Yeah, I love sweaters, so I'm excited for the cool temperatures. Thank you, Evan. Of course. There's lots more to get to on NewsLink Indiana. Michael Baugh has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Cameron and Noah. Ball State football players are kicking more than just field goals this season, and the field hockey team celebrates the community. All this and more next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere. Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Michael Ball with sports. While many fans view a field goal as a failure to score a touchdown, Ball State players have found a way to make the kicks worth more this season. NewsLink Indiana's Josh Gabbard went over to Schumann Stadium to see how the fundraiser began.
Ball State kicker Carson Homer wanted to give back to the community while also showcasing what the team does on the field. Every kick may mean cash going to childhood cancer research and support.
A lot of people, we don't necessarily know, like they're just giving back to the cause. Especially with the pledges that we've gotten so far, it's pretty cool, A little more added pressure when the kicks come, but, it makes it all sweeter success. At the end of it, we're very appreciative for any little bit that anybody gives.
Fans can give a one-time donation to the fundraiser, or they can pledge an amount for every kick that the team hits this season. While the whole team is supportive of the cause, long snapper Caden Britton holds the fundraiser closer to home.
It's a personal thing for me. My little brother Barron was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia when he was 2 years old. Thankfully, he got into remission, then he beat it, but it's still something that took a heavy toll on my family.
The fundraiser has taken flight, raising money before the first kickoff.
There's nothing more gratifying than seeing the number go up, especially before the season even started. We were probably close to over $500 raised, and that's an amazing thing, seeing a community rally towards a cause like that.
It's awesome knowing that we're able to use what we have in front of that many people, knowing that the word's getting out. People are able to see it more.
While the fundraiser rolls along, Britton is able to stay focused on his job, but he still holds the root of the cause in his heart.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about it, but at the end of the day, he's gone through harder things than I could even imagine. So going out there to play a game, it's nothing.
In Muncie, Josh Gabbard, NewsLink, Indiana.
Cards Kick Cancer continues to the end of this season. Anyone can donate at alexslemonade.org/2025/cardskickcancer. To kick things over to the pitch, the Ball State men's rugby season is officially underway as the team started their fall season 2 weeks ago against Indiana Tech. Even though the team lost their first match of the year, there are a lot of bright spots on the squad. One of these bright spots has been doubling the total members from 12 to 24. The team has also advanced from playing only 7s matches to now 15s, with the increase in new members. They take on some competitive teams coming up, which includes Purdue on October 11th, Wabash on October 17th, and IU-Indy on November 22nd, with those final 2 games being at home at Heath Farms Fields. Fans are invited to cheer on the team. Past things to the pitch, this past Saturday, Ball State field hockey faced off in a thrilling match, aiming to bring together the Muncie community. NewsLink Indiana's Xavier Harris gives you the details.
Ball State field hockey faced Lock Haven University over the weekend. The Cardinals came up with the win 2-1, which featured an overtime victory. While the day featured an exciting game, this game also featured more than just a win. This game marked the team's community day. Carrie McGuff, parent of junior midfielder Katie McGuff, expresses the growth of her daughter through the Ball State community.
To watch her become a child into a young woman and become so fierce on the field, to see the joy that she finds in playing with her friends has been incredible to watch.
The valuable lessons that she believes not only have shaped her daughter, but have also shaped the team as well.
Coach Walsh has really helped the team build a bond between these girls. I've seen her really develop female friendships, and I'll do this program and teaching them how to interact with other women, how to become leaders on and off the field.
In light of the team's community day, freshman midfielder Jade Vandevori came up with the clutch game-winning goal with about 4 minutes into overtime. After a hard-fought game, she expresses why this game feels different than previous games.
And I think the past weeks have paid off. We worked hard, and I think it showed today in this game.
Catch the Cardinals in action in their next game against the MAC opponent, Central Michigan University, Friday, September 26. In Muncie, Xavier Harris, NewsLink, Indiana.
I think it was cool how the football team was able to come together and fight for something bigger than just themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a special place in my heart for kids, so I think it's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Michael. Coming up, Stephanie Weaver has your campus coverage.
And we have one final look at your weather. Stay with us.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. My name is Stephanie Weaver, and this is your campus coverage. The Ball State Communication buildings have many hidden gems. I went behind the scenes to show you some things that you may not know about. The Ball Communications building is home to many studios for students to use and help run. The clubs on campus are the main groups that use these studios, but some faculty will use them as well. Each of the studios has a bulk of technology for the filming process.
Yeah, the equipment we have here is the same kind of equipment you'll see at a network or one of the bigger TV stations.
On the sports and performing arts side of things, the cameras film at each of the venues, but the footage goes back to the control rooms. Currently, the biggest project is the sports production for ESPN. Each of the different studios has unique features depending on what they are used for.
The biggest hidden gem, I think, in our building is Studio A, which has one of the largest virtual set sites on the eastern half of the United States.
These spaces often go unnoticed to some, but those who use them call these places home. In Muncie, Stephanie Weaver, NewsLink, Indiana. Wanting to get involved with these programs? Go check out Ball State's website for more information. Now, I don't know if you guys have been down there, but there's a lot of awesome sets and equipment and everything.
I mean, it makes sense, and you know more than anyone, Ball State's like known for their media department as well, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I've never been there. I hope to use it because the equipment looks super cool. It just looks fun. But speaking of cool, let's hear from Evan for weather.
Again, it is going to be a little bit more summer-like towards the end of this week here. 87 on Wednesday, and unfortunately those more summer-like temperatures of 89 and 90 on Thursday and Friday. So again, it's going to be hot with that sun and minimal cloud cover. However, with that cloud cover returning on Saturday and Sunday due to a 30% chance of rain, those temperatures are going to drop by about 5 degrees to 85 and 86 for our weekend temps. While on Monday and Tuesday next week, we're going to be seeing a lot more of those 82 and low 80s kinds of highs. So it's great to actually be outside again with a little bit more cloud cover. So we're all looking at some good temperatures there.
Thank you, Evan. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page, YouTube channel, and WCRD 91.3.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.